Hello, my name is Alan Lester. I'm a security analyst here on your cybersecurity team, and I just want to go over a few things from the presentation that I did a few days ago. A few days ago, I went over the presentation of actors and what to look out for. And what I mean by actors is they are the cyber criminals or cyber activists that want to attack your system. They want to attack your system for many different reasons. Also, I think the main thing that can affect the hospital are insider threats as well. Insider threats can spread from a malicious employee who had every intention of getting hired to leak information or steal information to that one employee who did it accidentally because they just don't know what they're doing. Or they got nervous because they're new on the job and they clicked the wrong thing. So we're going to go over a few things that could affect the hospital that we want you to understand and look out for, and that we will look out for as well. So if going with the insider threat can range from a myriad of things. So we can start with the employee who just is nervous, is fresh on the job, doesn't know exactly what to do, clicks the wrong thing, and the information goes somewhere else. Maybe they were looking up a patient and they sent the wrong email to the wrong patient that had very sensitive information, whether it was account information or insurance information, and now that information is out to somebody else. Now they are an insider threat, but it's more so a user error, an accidental mistake, something that can easily be cleared up. But you also have the potential to have an insider threat of somebody who gets hired for the reason of doing these fraudulent things. Fraudulent things as in stealing information for insurance purposes. Uh, if somebody has really, really good insurance and they use it for themselves or for a family member and they leave the person with the bill. Or you have that one employee that wants to leak all the information, but maybe we're an experimental hospital, so we can do things with drugs that we're trying to create new things. So maybe we are working on a cure for cancer, and that cure for cancer can garner somebody a lot of money on the black market, and that employee takes that information and leaks it for a price. Or they take the information and gives it to a competitive hospital who's trying to do the same thing to get the jump on making this cure. Another potential threat is cyber criminals who want to steal money from the hospital. They hack into the hospital system, they shut everything down, and hold the hospital ransom. That's a possibility. The main thing that they can do is what's called using malware, which is a computer program that gets into the system and gets all the information out of the computer network or the computer system, and it actually cripples the computer system and infiltrates. So a lot of things in the hospital are run by the network, run by Wi-Fi, and if that is crippled, it can hurt a lot of patients. It can hurt a lot of people. It can delay a lot of emergencies if it's not dealt with. So we want to look out for those things as well. The main thing is protecting all the attack surfaces, which is not necessarily the easiest thing to do because there's so many different attack surfaces. Even if it's an insider threat of a patient coming in or a visitor with a patient, they somehow get access to a terminal and they upload a virus that way. Or somebody gets into the network from a remote access place and get in that way. It's hard to figure out what to do, but we can be on the lookout for these things by making sure that you have the right team in place, which is me and a few others, but also being able to look out for a few things on your own. You can look out for what's called a welling attack, which is a cyber criminal can send out an email to the entire network, all the email addresses that are attached to one network, with a link on it asking for information. It might say that, hey, your password isn't up to date. Please enter your username, your old password, and your new password. Or it can say your account information is old and obsolete. Now, these emails look official, and nowadays they don't go to your spam because a lot of the computer programs that these black hackers, as we call them, are using are able to get into your regular inbox. They look official, and sometimes when you don't know what you're looking at, you click the link and you go right ahead and enter that information. Another thing is phishing, which is kind of the same thing as whaling, but on a smaller scale because it's not going out to everybody. It's going out to maybe a few people, a few targeted people, if you will, that might have been scoped out, and they click the link and they enter that information, and all the sensitive information that they put in is now in the hands of the black hacker. So those are things to look out for. Suspicious emails, suspicious links. Those are things that you can look out for, on your own while we're doing everything on our end. Those are things you can look at on your own to help prevent cyber attacks. Thank you for spending this time with me.